Hey guys, so I felt like I want to record this because I want to talk about a couple things that are important to me, a couple things that I'm thinking about recently. So I was hanging out the other day with my friends Blake and Michael and Denny, and basically I had a conversation with them about the fact that I only have one pair of shoes. And this is kind of news to me, as I've been learning this most recently just about society, is that people apparently are supposed to have more than one pair of shoes. Like, that's a standard thing, you know, that everyone has like a bunch of different kinds of pairs for like different occasions and things. And that's, you know, it's news to me or whatever, but I just say I have one pair. I have these, and then this is all I ever need. I use them every day. I wear them summer and winter and spring and all the seasons that there are. And that's basically all I do. And I don't see necessarily a reason why I would need to have any more pairs of shoes. Like, there's not really a use for me having a whole load of, like some people have. I told my friend, okay, Michael says he has 27 pairs of shoes, and he's a big shopper, so maybe that's like a thing, but I just think it's absolutely absurd that anyone would ever need that many pairs of shoes. Like, what are you even doing with them? At that point, you're just taking up space with random pairs, and you're just, like, you have sandals. I never got sandals, right? I had sandals as a kid, and they always scuff up your feet, and they have holes in them. It's the literal opposite of what you need from a pair of shoes, is that you need sandals, is just shoes that are made of holes. And that's the other thing, is shoes that have mesh, or just, mesh is literally material that is made of holes. That's all it is just holes made into a shoe. And if you're gonna walk around with shoes and you're only gonna have one pair, which is what I have, why is there ever a need to have more than one, right? And if you have one, you definitely don't want it to be made of holes. Now, the other thing about shoes is that some people have, like, shoes that they can incorporate into an outfit, or shoes that they can, like, you know, make as part of a thing, right? Because they have different colors of them, and they just put them on, and then they just use them all the time as many different kinds. You know, they wear a different one for every day of the month. Like, on the 27th, they always wear the pink heels, unless it doesn't go with something else. And, like, Denny has a pair of pink heels, and I have no idea why. Like, he just bought them one day, and now he has them, and at this point, I'm just growing frustrated with the concept of having to, like, I was being berated for not having enough pairs of shoes. Like, that's my problem. Like, I'm doing something wrong, and, like, I've wronged someone. Like, I've done something that's offensive to people at this point. I don't even know what it is. It's just like a whole mess going on in my head, and it just makes me want to scream at people, and it just makes me want to throw my shoes at people, right? I just want to take them right off and just throw them right at people. And that's just how I feel. That's what it makes me feel like, right? I just want to take it and I want to chuck it. Because, okay, I was talking to Dennis the other day, which is another friend that I have, and he's not to be confused with Denny, is a different person. And he was talking about how many different kinds of pairs of shoes he has, and how many different kinds of shoes that he can match with different things, like sweaters and jackets and different things. And he told me that my pants don't match my shoes. And what I don't understand about that is that shoes are a universal thing, that they just go with everything. All the things that you can put on your feet, they all go with everything else you can put on yourself. There's no need to have all sorts of extravagant fucking costumes for your feet, right? They're just your feet. They're not a fucking temple to be dressed up all the time. Just put everything on them and do everything on your shoes. Just many different kinds of hundreds of pairs and all sorts of things such as that. At this point, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just like, I have one pair of shoes, and I guess that's an issue. I guess that's something that I'm doing that's evil, something that I'm doing that's wrong. Like, I've offended the universe because my fashion sense isn't, like, appropriate to you. It's some kind of crime against humanity. Oh no, the fashion sense are gonna come after me. One pair of shoes that works. It's functional. It's large shoes. There's shoes that are too big for your small, short feet in height-wise. If you have one pair of shoes that's practical and that works, you don't ever need any more kinds of shoes. You don't need any more types or any kinds. You just have the one, and that's all you ever need. If it protects you, if it's functional, if it's practical, then that's all the type that you're ever going to need. And if you need more, there's no reason to have that. At that point, you're just being extravagant and you're wasting the resources of society on some things that are never gonna help you, right? You're just taking away from people that might need things. You're taking away from people might have, right? Some people are starving. There are children, there are people starving in Africa, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy 40,000 pairs of shoes? There's one brand of shoes that's supposed to do this thing where they donate a pair of shoes to kids in Africa for every pair that you buy. But the thing is that they're actually amassing lots of money, and all the shoes that they sell for like hundreds of dollars really only cost like 40 cents for them to make. And if they're gonna pull that kind of trickery, and we're all just supposed to sit by and relax because we need more pairs of shoes to satisfy our heinous instincts and our needs, that we just need to fulfill some kind of empty void on our feet, then we're just buying into Satan's plan. We're just becoming a part of some kind of grand scheme, and we're being controlled. We're being part of a sheep puppet master's conspiracy situation. And there's no need for that. There's no need for There's no need for that situation. You don't have to have it. You can live a simple life. You can be a simple person. You can just have one pair of shoes. That's all you need. You have one, and if it serves you well, then it's your favorite, and then you wear it out, and eventually you buy another one and you throw the old one out, or you donate it to something or someone, who needs it more than you, now that it's not your size, if you're small, or you're big, or it's not your, it doesn't fit on you, or if it's old now and worn out. Some of my shoes that I've worn for years are just pairs of shoes that I just had to receive from other people that didn't need them anymore. And that's all you need. You need the one of them, and then the rest of them you don't need any of them. You just get rid of them and you throw them away, or you just buy the one and then you have it forever, for however long that it serves you. Okay, there's no more and there's no less. There's one, and one is all that you're ever gonna need, right? Just think about it as you would think about any other thing in your life. You don't need like 20 different rooms to live in. You need one room, you need one pair of shoes. If you had one shoe, that would be not good, right? Because you have 2 feet, unless you don't, which is no offense. But yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to talk about. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.